Hi Stampers, this is MelMel Stamps. This is Melanie Williams. I just wanted to do a video today using one of my favorite stamp sets in the catalog, Hippo Happiness. This is so fun. This is a two-step stamp set, and it's got all these cute little animals, the unicorn, the hippo, the lamb, well, the ewe, butterfly, and it can be for parties or birthdays or just for fun. And I love it. You can also buy it in a bundle, the Hippo Happiness Bundle, and get some fun dies too. Seriously, with the Hippo and Friends dies, you get 25 dies. Such a good deal. That's what I'm going to use for a card today. I did this card. It's a fun layout. I've used it before. I made this card for a team swap where I made 12 cards and then got 12 back of different designs. That's always fun. If you want to learn more about that, contact me. We do team swaps in my group. So if you joined my Stampin Up group, Stampamaniacs Ink, you could do our swaps with us. Okay, so I'm also using some fun paper. This paper is Playing with Patterns 6x6 paper, and it's got so many fun designs. Just random. It goes with the bundle in the catalog, and I'm just using it with this because it's so fun. Got all these fun papers and colors. Double-sided 6x6 Playing with Patterns paper. I've started out with my card base, and I've just cut a piece of paper in half, vertical wise, at 4 1/4, and then scored it at 5 1/2. So that makes a card base for us that will open up this way. And of course, as always, I have to have my piece of white to go inside. So that is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Just gonna stick that inside with my Stampin Seal. With this new Stampin Seal, nothing falls apart. It's great. You just need to do this little flip at the end of your tape run, and then it's set for the next one. It's just that little trick, and then you'll love it. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in and leave 1/8 of an inch around the edge, like so. And we've got our card base. I have pre-cut some pieces of the Designer Series paper, and this is 2 by 2 squares, like so. Just 2 by 2 squares. Double-sided, you could use whichever side you want. And I'm going to put those on our card base. Start with the top ones. I'm just going to leave that 1/8 of an inch around there too. Let's see, let's put this one on top. Like so. Keeps wanting to open up on me. There we go. And then this is going to go up right next to it. There's no space in the center there. Like so, and it's leaving just that little border around the edge. And then let's put this one here. Kind of did some polka dot and stripe theme going on here. This one here. And then we need some more polka dots. This one here. So we have a nice little background for our card, and I have chosen to use the hippo for this card. He's so cute. I love him, and I love hippos. So I'm going to stamp them all. I'm using my Stampin Pierce Mat, which is now available for purchase. I'm going to stamp them all on a scratch piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is such a fun stamp set. With all of the stamps, it's two-step stamping, and we're just going to stamp the one part of the one part of the hippopotamus that's partial. We're going to do that in full strength ink, and then the other one we're going to stamp off. So I'm using Misty Moonlight. I'm just going to stamp this cute little guy right here in the Misty Moonlight. Then I'm going to stamp the whole piece of the hippo in the Misty Moonlight, but I'm going to stamp it off on my mat a little bit. So it's going to be a lighter color. And I do the darker one first so I can see where to do the light, because if you can kind of see through the light one and not the dark, so then you can get your two-tone. Even his little tail, his ears are lighter, so you can get that two-tone for him. And then I'm going to stamp one of the cute little balloons in Calypso Coral. We're going to do 3 balloons, but one of them we're going to cut out with our dies. So I'm just going to do that one in Calypso Coral. So I've got this die, which is the hippo. I've got the little balloon. And then I've got this one. This comes in several different sizes of this shape. And I'm using the largest one. But I'm just going to cut out there. And we're going to use that on our card front also. So I'm going to take those and cut those out with my die cutting machine. And see how fast I am? There we go. So we've got these pieces cut out and ready to go. Now, for this white piece, I'm just going to put him on here just for a second so I can see where to stamp these balloons. I'm going to do 3 balloons. So where did our other balloon go? Oh, there it is. It's being camouflaged with the flowers. I'm going to do one there. Then I'm going to stamp 2 more. So I'm going to clean my stamp. I should have hooked this paper down. It's going all over. I'm going to clean my stamp with my Simply Shammy, which I love and use all the time, obviously. And then I'm going to stamp a balloon in Coastal Cabana. Love that color. Right to go next to that one. And then I'm going to clean it again. Stamp it in Crushed Curry. Got both of these colors out of the 6x6 paper. All of these colors were in there, so I knew they would coordinate. And then we'll have the 3 balloons there. So I want to pop this balloon up with a Stampin Dimensional so that it will have, so that it'll pop. I'm going to put that right in front there. So that we have 3 balloons and a hippo. He needs a face. So there's all these little faces for the animals. So here's his face. And I'm going to stamp him full strength in the Misty Moonlight. And that will show up there. Right there. Whoops. He's stuck to there. There we go. So it's going to have his eyes, his mouth, and his little nostrils there. Now he has some personality. What a cutie. I'm going to put him on with Dimensionals also. You can see I used some paper I had used before. I just used the other side. We do have double-sided paper, so don't throw it away. You can always use it for another project. So I'm just going to put him right there. So cute. And this is actually a birthday card. The greetings are so fun. So it says Hippo Birthday, kind of a pun on the words, and then Hippo Hooray. How fun is that? I'm going to do the Hippo Birthday, and I kind of want it to go have 2 pieces because it's not going to really fit across. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. It's not really going to fit across without running into our balloons. So I've taken this scrap piece of paper that's just a 1/4 inch thick, well wide. I'm going to stamp the Hippo Birthday just right here on there. And let it dry a little bit so it doesn't smear. Then I can cut that apart like so. And then we'll be able to fit this on here. Isn't that fun? I'm also going to use Dimensionals for that. I'm going to use the mini ones now. and just put one on this. I love that we have the smaller ones. I used to just cut the big ones in fourths, and now we have these mini ones that are just the right size for these smaller pieces to your project. There we go. So I'm going to put birthday there. Just going to have it go kind of overlap the edge of the die. And there's my dog barking. Sorry about that. I guess I should redo the video, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep going. I do have a dog, and she's barking at the UPS guy that's bringing my stamp order. Gonna draw these little, there we go. There, and then what I did for the bow is I tore this, well, I kind of unraveled this our linen thread and just got one of the small ones to tie a bow, so it'd be about the same size as the crumb cake strings that I drew on. And then I tied that in a bow on his tail, which I'm not going to try to tie that little bow on video. I know we're not live, but just on video, because that's worse than my dog barking. Okay, then on the bottom, I'm just going to stamp this Hippo Hooray to give it some character, just kind of randomly. Like so. Whoops, that one didn't quite go on. There we go. That kind of messed up a little bit. So then we have that part. We put it all together, and here's our finished card. Hippo birthday. It's got this fun little hippo, and I've also put this on with the dimensionals so that everything pops up, makes it fun. I've also added a little bit of sparkle. You know me, I am a Wink of Stella crazy person. Maniac, I should say. I've added that to the balloons. Gives them some little sparkle and shine. Helps them to pop a little bit more. Okay, there's our Hippo Happiness, Hippo birthday card. Hip hip hooray. Thanks for joining me. Check out be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my blog. Lots of fun projects there at inkabilities.com. This is MelMel saying goodbye and happy stamping.